Good evening, everyone. Hopefully, you have had an amazing day today. I have decided that I would like to try and bring back those wonderful dinner conversations that maybe we've gotten away from in these digital ages. I remember growing up with my family, and we literally sat down at the table every dinner and talked. Obviously, back then there were no distractions with phones or iPads or anything like that at the time. And we just talked about our days. We talked about things that were going on, and that's just what we did. And we did it every single night. And I try to do that with my family as well, but sometimes it's difficult and sometimes there's distractions, and we try to do those things intentionally. So I think during this time of being stuck at home and all these things that are going on, and a lot of the times us as parents use these electronic devices as crutches sometimes just to have our moments of silence, and that's okay. But I want to bring back the good old dinner chats that we used to have. So I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to post a video almost every day before dinner time so that you can maybe watch the video at the beginning of dinner and then put the phone down and maybe just have some discussions about what you heard. And I'm going to read just small excerpts of from my book that'll kind of lead into some conversations, and I'll give you some questions to help stem. But I encourage you as parents and as kids as well to come up with your own questions and talk and ask things and really start the dialogue and be vulnerable with each other. So we're going to try this out and see how this works. Please comment below with what the experience was like, what you took away from it, and hopefully it'll be a really good experience for everyone. So I'm going to kind of start at the beginning, but just a small little excerpt. This video will be very quick. But I had just gotten in the accident, laying on the dock, trying to see what was happening, trying to figure out what was going on. And I just realized that I had lost a leg during the accident. So I'm going to pick up there very, very quickly. What I thought I had control over all came to a crashing halt with one sentence. You need to find my foot? You must be mistaken. There's no way that I could have a foot cut off and not know it, right? I remember when Michael lifted me up out of the water and I noticed the carnage of my right leg. There was a reason I didn't notice the left one. The propeller was cut, had made a surgical-like cut in the lower leg, and had cut it right off. My size 13 foot and my hopes of ever playing pro football sunk into the murky, churned, bloody waters. My perspective changed immediately from hope to desperate. What did I do to deserve this? Will I ever walk again? Will I ever play sports again? Will I ever be normal again? Is this the end of life as I know it? I had just convinced myself that I could recover from this broken leg. Stitch me up, put me in a cast, I'll be okay. But then I found out that I had lost a foot. Naivety had disappeared, and there was no hope left to buoy my spirits. I wanted to die. I needed an escape from this situation. I begged Michael, get a ski, hit me in the head as hard as you can, and knock me out. I know you have all experienced an unforgettable nightmare that you woke up from a dead sleep in a cold sweat and clenching the pillow. This dream was not like others. This nightmare was so realistic and so devastating that you were not completely sure it was just a dream. But you never forget that dream, and you're so thankful you woke up to realize that it was all in your head. How relieved were you? Just like you, I wanted to wake up, but I had no way to escape. This cannot be happening to me. Why, God, would you do this to me? Bad things aren't supposed to happen to good people. You believe that, don't you? Don't you? I wish that was always true, because it would certainly help us to motivate us to do more things that we know are right. The concept is so difficult to understand sometimes. How can someone who always cuts corners and never has good intentions come out ahead of those who strive to do things the right way? I trust that God has a plan for all of us and uses us in different ways. We will save ourselves a lot of anguish by not wasting time worrying about others and what they are doing or not doing, and refocus on how we can be better every day. Our good deeds will be rewarded, as long as our intentions are selfless. So it's just a small excerpt of the book, and a couple of the questions I think would stem some conversation um, are the following. Who has ever had one of those realistic dreams, and what was it about? Tell us about a life experience that you wish had been a dream. What are your thoughts when this happened? How did you make it through it? So these are just a few questions you can kind of ask your family and whoever's hanging out with you. And I do have a challenge for you today as well to maybe work on tomorrow until we meet again. But the challenge is I want you to share one of those vulnerable experiences with somebody outside of your family, and maybe encourage them to share an experience that they dealt with and maybe how they got through that experience, and learn about each other and challenge each other and chat a little bit. So enjoy your dinner. I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm jealous. I don't know what I'm eating tonight, but we'll figure it out. But enjoy your family, enjoy the time together, and chat about this a little bit, and comment after you're done with dinner and let me know how it all went. All right. Talk to you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing, amazing day.